If you are looking for a new gaming PC build that can run any game at 1440p or 4K resolution on ultra settings and a very smooth gaming performance, or if you want to play esports shooters at high frame rates, then the gaming PC that I will show you today is perfect for you. All of the components that I will mention will be down below in the video description, and I will also show you the level of performance that you can get with this system. With that being said, let's start. First, let's start with one of the most important components when it comes to a gaming PC, the CPU. Here we get the Ryzen 7 7700. This is an 8-core processor that is going to allow you to play esports shooters at 360 plus FPS on average in competitive settings at 1440p or 4K resolution. And I'm talking about games like Fortnite, Valorant, CS2. It is also ideal for the graphics card that I chose, which I will talk about in a second, because the graphics card is the most important component when it comes to gaming performance, and I will also show you how good that graphics card that I chose is at 1440p and 4K resolution in high demanding titles on ultra settings. But before doing that, I want to tell you about the rest of the components. You get a B650 motherboard with plenty of features for gaming, and with this motherboard you can actually upgrade up to a Ryzen 7 7800X3D, which is the fastest CPU in the market. So this system is not only great right now, but it's also a very upgradable system over time. Then you get 32 gigs of DDR5 memory, which is going to be ideal for both gaming and streaming, and is also very good for content creation. This system is very solid for video editing and productivity work, so if you want to do content creation on the side while you do gaming, this system is actually perfect. Now for the storage, you get a 1TB Gen 4 SSD, and if you feel like 1TB is not enough, you can always upgrade down the line, or you can go with 2TB right now. I will leave an alternative drive down below in the description. And now I'm going to show you the level of performance that you can get with this system, because I will talk about the GPU. And before talking about the GPU, I want to say that if you are enjoying the video so far, click the like button and subscribe, because trust me, it goes a long way. Now back to the video. For the GPU, we have the RTX 4070 Ti Super, and I will give you a cheaper alternative in a second. But basically with the 4070 Ti Super, you get a 16 gigs of RAM graphics card that is going to be amazing not only for pure gaming performance, but also if you want to turn on ray tracing. And on a 1440p test from TechSpot in very high demanding titles, the 4070 Ti Super was able to average over 120 FPS, which is an insane number considering the type of games and settings that are being tested here. And then if you higher the resolution to 4K, you can expect around 70 plus FPS on average native resolution, meaning that if you turn on DLSS, which is the upscaler from Nvidia, you can expect around 80 to 100 plus FPS on average on high to ultra settings with DLSS on, depending on the game and depending on the exact settings that you are using. Now the second option is the RX 7900 XT, which is $100 cheaper, slightly faster when it comes to rasterized performance on average. In fact, on that same 4K test, the 7900 XT was able to average 75 FPS instead of 70, and then at 1440p 127 FPS on average compared to the 124 FPS on average from the 4070 Ti Super. But you have to keep in mind that the 7900 XT has a worse feature set. That being said, you get FSR, which is the upscaler from AMD, and is worse than DLSS, which is the upscaler from Nvidia. It has a worse image quality overall. So that's the first thing. And on a 10 game average with ray tracing enabled at 1440p, the 7900 XT was able to average 66 FPS, which is fine because you are over 60 FPS, but the 4070 Ti Super was able to average 86 FPS, which means that it's much faster when it comes to ray tracing performance. And you can expect around the same numbers if you turn on ray tracing at 4K and you also turn on the DLSS quality. On top of that, the 4070 Ti Super is usually better when it comes to content creation and productivity work applications, but this actually depends on the exact application we are talking about. So overall, yes, with the 4070 Ti Super you are spending $100 more, but in my opinion it is worth it buy over the 7900 XT unless you just want pure rasterized performance and you want to save $100. Then for the case, we have the Montech Air 100 ARGB case. This case is going for just 65 bucks. In my opinion, it's one of the best looking cases in the entire market. I tested this case myself on my Fortnite PC build video, which you can go ahead and watch in the top right of the screen. But basically it comes with 4 pre-installed fans, great airflow, and a very good price. And last but not least, we have the power supply in the NZXT C750. This is a 750 watt A-tier rated power supply, meaning that it's the best quality out there at a very good price. The total price for this system with the 4070 Ti Super is around $1,535 when I'm recording this video, and then the price for this exact system with the 7900 XT is going for $1,435. You can also save a ton of money if you go with a Ryzen 5 7600 for the CPU instead of a Ryzen 7 7700, which by the way, the Ryzen 5 7600 has very similar gaming performance compared to the 7700, but you get 6 cores instead of 8, and in my opinion, if you have around $1,500 to spend, it's just better to go with the 8-core processor instead of the 6-core one, even though when it comes to gaming performance, the difference is not going to be as big. But anyway, for my final thoughts, for $1,500, whether you get the 4070 Ti Super or 7900 XT, you are getting a high FPS 1440p gaming experience on ultra settings, or if you want to play high FPS shooters, you can expect well over 300 plus FPS on average, and then if you want to play at 4K resolution, you are getting a very solid performance of around 70 plus FPS on average in high demanding titles, ultra settings, and remember that if you turn on the DLSS or FSR, you are expecting to achieve even higher FPS, which is what I recommend you doing if you are going to be playing at 4K, very high demanding AAA titles. Anyway, if you have even more money to spend, you can watch my video on the best PC builds for every budget in the top right of the screen, and if you need personal PC help, I can help you out for free via chat in the top link in the description, where you tell me your situation and I will help you out with your new gaming PC build or pre-built PC if you want a system that's already built for you. Thank you guys for watching, thank you for the support, and I will see you on the next one.